Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Marvel's Midnight Suns, as we continue our story mode run here, normal mode here, I should say. And, just realized there is, well, almost an actual reflection here. That is so trippy. It's obviously not a true reflection because it's literally just mirroring, well, not mirroring, copying what I'm seeing. So if she's facing me, then it's facing. That's a little weird that it did it that way. I guess I get sort of why, because then they only have to render it once and then just distort it on the other screen, as opposed to having to render like the front and the back at the same time. It's a little weird. Whatever. All right, let's go talk to Eddie. Why am I not getting any audio? Oh, that was weird. Okay, I guess I was controlling the game, but I wasn't actually tapped back into the game.
I almost gave Eddie a hug, but I didn't want to annoy the symbiote. It's kind of like seeing your ex dating someone you've known for years.
Does Dracula still smell like a sweat-soaked rat corpse showered in perfume? I mean, that's how Storm described him.
Dracula, I hope you gave him my regards. That is what I call blades sharp as silver steak.
Did you see
Eddie, what is wrong?
We've been so busy, I haven't processed what I did under Lilith's control. Guess my sins are still catching up to me.
What can I do to make things easier?
That's just it. No one can. I've killed before. I can't pretend I'm above that, but I try to only take a life if it means I'm saving another. And Lilith threw all that out the window.
You see your victims' faces when you sleep?
The worst of the faces I don't remember. I get flashes of memories, like corrupted videos on repeat. I see parts of what happened, but the details are lost.
What do you remember?
Only bits and pieces. I remember standing inside a house. Dark. Not sure how I got there or what I'm doing. But the place is ransacked. In one corner is the body of a young woman. Her arms twisted at odd angles. Her face obscured by a shadow. In the background, I hear a baby crying.
Then what happens?
Then, nothing. I've had that one on loop for days.
I am sorry, Eddie.
Don't sweat it, Hunter. This is my boulder to push. Anyway, thanks for checking in. And don't worry too much about me. I'm gonna stick around and do what needs doing.
I know you will.
I may have lost a step, but I promise you this. Lilith will regret she ever got into our heads.
Come on, Eddie. What could Mullet Fisto possibly want with me?
I don't know. I'm no fan of Dracula, but I do respect his sense of style.
All right. Anybody else to talk to? Looks like we do have Captain Marvel.
I've cracked a few eggs in my day, but nothing like that. Every encounter with the new breed vampires raises more questions than it answers. What do Sin and Dracula get out of their unholy alliance? Why would Sin's Hydra troops help Dracula's cause? And what is their endgame?
I have a theory.
Go for it.
Whatever Sin and Dracula are planning, they are not alone in their schemes, and we will soon encounter the one who is actually pulling the strings. It could be a sorcerer, a witch, or maybe a demon. Perhaps one who matches or surpasses Lilith's power.
I can do without a mystery villain. The roster of enemies is already stacking up. Whatever the actual reason, the outcome is always expand the power of new breed vampires. Let's focus on what we know. Putting aside that you came face to face with actual Dracula, I did the math on how many potential vampires you destroyed in that Hemalisk hive. That place could have generated half the city's police force per week. New York would turn into a feeding ground.
As Robbie would say, we crashed it.
He might say something slightly different, but yeah, aside from dealing with the devil, I'd say we came out ahead.
I support Peter's choice. Somehow, we beat the devil.
I doubt it happens often. Still, I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach. Doesn't feel like a clean win, you know?
Yes, I know.
Anything else on your mind?
What do we know about the Lord of Vampires?
Honestly, if Blade didn't vouch for it, I wouldn't believe he existed.
He certainly does.
There's so much information about Dracula that it's hard to know what's fact and fiction. I wonder if he had a hand in that.
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
Don't worry. Dracula will get his eventually. And I'm gonna give it to him.
Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
I don't know why it always does that. Still says there's something to talk to her about, but there's not. Alrighty, I guess that's about it. Did we already sleep? I can't remember if we slept. Guess not, because we don't have a whole new set of things. So let's go to sleep and get ready for a new day and a new mission. We'll probably go on a main story mission this time. I think. Continue that. Push that a little bit further.
You know, I've been thinking, Hunter, and have come to the conclusion that we need a theme song.
We do?
Yes. We're practically a two-person team here, and I think this is the natural next step in our friendship. So, you got a favorite genre of music we could put the tune to?
My favorite music growing up was Baroque. Bach was all the rage, what Nico would refer to as a rock star with a harpsichord.
Yeah, I think I read about him during the musical appreciation section of art history.
Well, you should listen to him too. He was one of the fathers of modern music and can be a great source of inspiration.
Look, I appreciate classical music and all, but I'm not sure it works for a theme song, though. I was thinking more like, Hunter and Spider-Man! Hunter and Spider-Man! One is a hunter, the other Spider-Man. They are Hunter and Spider-Man! So, what do you think?
It is quite catchy, Peter. I certainly will not be able to get it out of my head for a great while.
Good, because that's the whole point. We want to be like that song Lilith and Hydra forces can't get out of their heads no matter how hard they try.
Then you are succeeding.
Cool. I'll work on it some more then. In the meantime, I was wondering, what do you think about that other thing I asked you about?
What other thing?
Me joining the Midnight Suns. You said be the best I can be, and I'm all for that, but I'm too used to working alone. I want to fit in more with the Suns. Any pointers?
I have been thinking about this, Peter, and I think you might be too good for the ragtag gang of misfits who go by the Midnight Suns.
Too good? Is this your way of letting me down easy?
That is not what I meant.
I consider the Suns to be my friends. Let me be the judge of whether or not I'm too good or not good enough for them.
I stand corrected.
Okay.
It's a weird light size choice.
Till next time.
I could have taken the neutral choice, but I don't know. It's kind of a weird one. Not sure that played out the way I thought it was going to. Oh, we got a new rare pass. You know, I haven't actually checked with all the passes for all the heroes, come to think of it. Yeah, so it's only what he's got. I did the wrong button. All right. You've got all day. You've got didn't feel a thing, which I guess it just stays that way, right? It's just an upgrade. There's nothing for us to change here. So in that case, Spider-Man's is when he uses an environmental attack, 50% chance to refund the heroism cost. First environmental attack he uses each encounter costs to your heroism. Okay, that's actually pretty strong.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Purchase to equip Nico a new Nico cosmetic item.
Oh, thanks, Hunter.
We can do that. Sure, we just get her a shirt or something, probably, right? Although it's kind of expensive. But why not?
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
Cool. All right, that works. What else we got? We got Wolverine.
Hey, Hunter. You seen Cap around?
Should I be looking for him?
No, this is good. I've been playing pranks on everyone.
Pranks?
You know, jokes. Trying to keep everyone on their toes. Plus, it's fun. I hid Cap's America's #1 dad mug someplace he'll never find it.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, it is. You can even help me with my next target.
Who?
Carol. I was thinking about moving everything in her room just half an inch to the left.
But she will not notice such a small change.
But she will when we do it every day for a week.
Very nice.
Was hoping you'd say that. So long as it's simple and in good fun, I'm gonna keep causing a little mayhem.
Keep it fun.
That's the plan.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right? Whoa, save some of that for the bad guys.
Colorado family kidnapped. Family was last seen rock climbing the Rockies before disappearing without a trace. Police are puzzled by the statues left behind, bearing the family's resemblance, and encourage anyone with information to come forward. Pretty sure that is not statues. Maybe the family never went missing. Maybe they are still there. Yes, I would agree. That one hits kind of close to home. I live in Colorado.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Generate a copy of each of their cards in your hand, then discard the rest. Oh, okay. I was like, what's the purpose? So you just get more cards that go back into the deck that you can then draw more frequently, I guess? Or you discard the rest mean discard the other hero cards, not the one that you've selected. Not sure. It's an interesting one. Whisper Web. Pay intel to modify general missions. Okay, yeah, I think that's probably a pretty good one for us.
How's it going, boss? Don't blink or you'll miss it. Not bad, right? Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech.
Alright, let's reroll this one. We have Holy Gift, but we're not using it. We're not going to use Wild Strike. We're not going to use Merciless either. Honestly, we'll probably reroll either one of these, because we're obviously not going to use either of them either. Alright, we got Quick Kickback. Okay. At this point, we're probably going to grab the Lethal Embrace, and we'll grab the Holy Gift just so we can get rid of it, I guess. Yep.
You have my undivided attention. In this reality, anyway. Ah, yes, I remember this one. The mystic arts require concentration and focus, if you don't mind.
So we need another mission with Captain America to unlock that one. Might as well try and focus on that here soon.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Alright, I think we can go ahead and go on a mission now.
I don't say this lightly, but nice work out there, Eddie. I hope you'll feel welcome amongst the Midnight Suns.
What do you mean, feel welcome? What have I been doing this whole time?
You've been a probationary member. Now you're a trusted ally.
Oh, wow! That's great! Should I prepare a speech for the ceremony? And when do I get my badge?
There is no ceremony, and we don't have badges.
Oh, bummer. Is it cool if I design a badge for the team?
I'm sure I can find you some markers and construction paper.
I was thinking more like clay, you know, so Tony can make a mold. I had some ideas. Maybe I can run them by you later.
I knew I'd regret this.
Alrighty, well, let's go mission. Like I said, we'll go on our main story mission now. Spirits of Vengeance. Need some more credits anyway.
So you want me to do what? Give Johnny Blaze a call? On my Spirit of Vengeance cell phone?
Yeah, that's the general idea.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was joking.
We are not.
These cuffs of Sidorak should allow the mirror table to access the innate link between you and your fellow Spirit of Vengeance, on loan from the demon who resides within our forge. I added aloe to avoid any chafing.
Every other attempt we've made has failed.
We need Robbie Reyes today, as well as the writer, if we are going to find Blaze and the page.
Fine. So what do I do? Focus on Blaze or something?
Blaze!
Their spirits have connected.
Gee whiz, you think?
You cannot flee destiny. You cannot hide from me.
Or Lilith, it would seem.
We must go now, Hunter. The parchment of power must not be allowed to fall.
I got this. Buzz off, Sparky.
That was awesome.
Alright, let's take Captain America so that we can get his extra mission done.
I never thought I'd be hunting Johnny Blaze.
Really? Hunting is all I do.
Keep your guard up. No telling what surprises are waiting for us.
We're in a race to get Blaze before Hydra does. I just hope you reach him first. They're moving quite fast. We need to get the parchment from him, and don't take no for an answer.
I will handle that part.
Perfect. Perfect. What the hell?
Well, what would they have done if we'd had like
All a pack of fools.
Venom in there? Would he be in the back seat? No.
Another meat puppet lady? You want the page so bad, why don't you come get it yourself?
Tempting. Truly. But I've already promised my children the privilege of tearing it from your soul.
What soul?
Hello, Mother.
Yeah, yes. Got the altars and the monuments.
Show no mercy.
That will not be a problem.
They have chosen their fate.
Time for some action.
Alright, force will knock back any direction. We got the heal, call to arms, double all heroes and gains, which wouldn't be bad. Drawing a couple cards there. And we get a whole bunch of heroes in here if we wanted to. Alright, I think we are going to start with this. I think we can generate quite a bit here.
Let us see if they have an.
I mean, we don't have a lot of damage abilities, but we'll be able to draw some cards here. I'm going to go ahead and just do this one. I know we could redraw it and get something maybe potentially better, but I think this is going to be okay just to use as is. So give us a couple more cards, give us more kind of direction of what we want to do here.
Help is at hand.
All right, shield bounce is interesting. Yeah, that's not bad. Shield bounce spang. I wish... Okay, wait, Lash is quick, so... Alright, let's start with the shield bounce, because that's going to really open up a bunch of stuff, I think, here. And we get 5 of you. We can. Can we get greedy? No, we can't. I think 5 is the most we can get. And we can also get some of these these pillars, but... No, I think these 5 right here is going to be pretty solid kill. It does use up 2 of my heroism though. But I think that'll be okay.
Here it comes.
It's just a huge, huge AoE hit.
Your actions set the tone for all of us.
Interesting. Did I know he was going to do that? Oh, I did not. Have we not seen these guys before? I guess we haven't seen these guys before. Fair enough. This one's a chain 2. We do have the lash knockback. So, I mean, we could just knock this guy back into himself and just kill him off probably that way. Also do a big chunk of damage to the shield there. Also kill off one of those things. I think we're just gonna kill this own guy, basically. Yeah.
Now that was something.
Do have bands of fire, knock back in any direction. Now we won't be able to knock back this guy though, that's the problem. Maybe it's time for a redraw. We could also just do a heal and just accept whatever comes next. Get a couple card draws. Honestly, that might be best. Just give us a big chunk of heroism right here.
The light will carry you onward.
Set us up for a really good next turn.
You have my thanks.
I mean, there's really no point in doing any sort of knockback here, I don't think. So, honestly, I think we just let it ride as is.
Your end comes. By my side.
No more wasted time.
Real original.
Ouch. Nice counter, though.
Can't seem to lose them.
Alright, the fact they're attacking him is actually pretty good for
These
us.
servants of Lilith have no souls to be judged. Hell is the only place for them.
Damages nearby
Let us
enemies.
send them home quickly.
Fortunately, none of the enemies that are targeting him are got any level of health, really. I mean, we could KO, we can knock back in any direction. I mean, it's a lot of damage. Will be kind of wasted. But it does give us another card draw. Oh, not that thing. Sorry, that thing. I mean, we'd put that thing within pretty low kill range. Or we could just kill this other one over here straight up. Probably just kill this other one over here straight up, I think.
No mercy, servants of Lilith. You were too weak for this fight.
Charlie's a good draw here, potentially. Chain 2 on the Drained Soul. We also have the Judgment. Fortunately, it's not going to do enough. It's not close enough to do damage to those other things. I mean, we could just use it here, just kill a bunch of these guys. Still, that's a lot of damage there. Honestly, I think this is probably the better move.
Only the innocent are spared. Serve the mother are damned. Mindless followers suffer the same fate.
Do a chain, get rid of a couple of these guys. Actually, I should leave one of them alive so that I can use it as a knockback target. Actually, I could probably just knock him back straight as. So, if we're going to chain anything, we probably should just chain these two things over here.
Accept your fate. None are forgiven.
Alright, Captain America, you can probably knock these guys back into each other. Yes, you can.
It can be a lot worse. Trust me.
I mean, I could throw this at one of these guys, like this pillar thing, do some damage to her. Still leaves me with 4 hero stuff if I want to summon Charlie at the beginning of next turn, which is probably exactly what I want to try and do.
I'm going in.
Alright, I think that's okay.
It is time. Defiler. Your strikes ring hollow.
More of them are joining the fight.
Remember to keep an eye on those altars. The Nest Mother channels Lilith through them.
That won't be enough to save her.
I mean, we can just start with this as well. Do a pretty good chunk of damage right through the middle here. Really like a way to build up some more heroism, though. I'd like to summon Charlie because I think he can add some stuff here, but I guess we could do some redraws. Chain 3 here, though, too, is also pretty solid. I don't think anybody's targeting you, so we're going to actually redraw this one. It's only one, which now gives me the taunt. I don't think we're going to need the hero combo. This gives me +2. Which gives me 6. This will be 3, but yeah, none of these are quick, so I still won't be able to use Charlie this time. I think this is probably just too good to ignore. This it's a pretty good line here. Take out 4 things basically in one fell swoop.
Vengeance has come.
With those powers, I would have guessed you were aligned with Lilith.
Oh, I forgot that discarded everything. I always forget that about that one. I mean, it's okay, but I completely forget that that's how that works. All right, Ghost Rider should be able to knock her back into something. Yep, get her killed off.
This is only the beginning of your penance.
They're down, but I don't think you're out of the woods yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. That's fine. We got it finished off.
It's really you. In the flesh, kid. What's left of it?
The page, Blaze. This time I will not be so tolerant.
Hold that thought. Soulless bastards must smell the damn thing on me.
My mother be damned.
Soulless don't give 2 rats about Lilith. Or even Chthon.
Who do they serve then?
Good question. But right now I got a better one. You want this? That what you're all here for? Well, here, have it! Tenebris ignis lux tenebris.
Wait,
in virtue
he's not reading the page.
Yes, he is. Get back! Things are about to get...
Que sparsa relucant!
Heated.
Survive for 4 turns. If you use a card to defeat a soloist, the card play will be refunded. Defeating stronger soloists will draw more cards into your hand.
Maybe you've still got some fight in you, Johnny. You just need a little encouragement from an old friend.
Goading him into reading from the Darkhold was not what we were hoping for.
Speak for yourself, lady.
Well, we got a couple quicks. I mean, the Immolate is interesting, but we don't have any cards that can play into that. But we'll be able to draw some cards potentially along the way here. So let's start with the quick punch on... I mean, honestly, we're just going to clean up some of these scruffy bits. Well, it doesn't have to be a quick to do that, though, I guess, to be fair, because anything will... Honestly, I really need a good AE ability. We don't need the hero combo. We also don't need the Penance Stare, to be honest. I mean, dig in into best defense might be interesting. Who's got the most things targeting them? I mean, Ghost Rider's got a lot, and he's a little bit lower in health, so we'll say Ghost Rider.
Don't worry, I'm here to help. I haven't lost their interest yet.
And then I think we'll just pop this as well.
Target confirmed. Just the boost I needed.
Which isn't going to do much for him right this second. We'll be able to get a little bit of damage here, though. Let's kill some stuff that's targeting her. Actually, none of the minions are targeting her, so never mind. So we'll just kill one of the ones targeting him.
I'm on it. Can't say I feel bad about that one.
Come on, good A for him. Ah, that's not what I'm looking for. I mean, we got a Morning Star here just to kind of get it rolling.
Your mother abandons you.
That's pretty solid. We can find a good place to do it. We get 3. Can't quite get 4. Which is probably okay. To do at least 3 here. I mean, if it was just a little bigger, we could have gotten 5 here. That's not missing it. I don't see a way to get 4. Well, which ones do we want to get? I mean, this one right here will probably be okay. That kills 2. One that's targeting her, and 2 others. Or 1 other, I should say, and it gets another one really low.
Your time has come. Feel my call.
Summoning Charlie would be nice. We can make it free.
This shall be of great help. All who serve Lilith will fall.
I think it's just another way to get more card draws, really.
The darkness builds within you, Hunter.
Come on, apply marked. You can draw a card on KO. That actually would kill a bunch of things as well if we can get another point. I mean, if I get this guy low and then do this... Actually, that will kill it anyway, so we don't even need to kill... We don't need to kill that guy. We can go kill something else then. When honestly, we could just guarantee a kill over here. Get the card play back. I think we go ahead and not with him, obviously. Blow this thing up. I mean, she's gonna take some damage. I don't think there's much we can do to avoid that.
There's no
Oh, she'll move. Okay. Couple more draws. And we can do a knockback here. We can knock this guy back. Well, we can't knock him back in the right direction, though. Never mind. I'll just knock back one of these other dudes. I mean, I like the HAL. We just don't have card plays for that and other things. So yeah, I think we just knock back Taunt here. Could we knock you back into that thingy over there? We cannot. I mean, we could kill you just by knocking you into the fire back here. Does that really gain us anything? The only reason I would do that is because we could use this. But honestly, we may need this for the next round. So probably better just knock this guy back into this dude. Kill them both.
Roger that.
I saw a move like
Lots of shield on cap right now.
centuries ago.
Oh, good to know. We haven't gotten that far yet. And that makes sense. I just hadn't become a thing up to now. Holy Spark, probably a good idea at this point.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
We don't get another card draw? Oh, we get a card draw on the big guys. That's right. Yeah. Knockback. I think I'm okay with this. Wish this would kill him, though. I mean, we can run up to him knocking back first and then use the ability, which I think would be okay. Actually, we can knock him in this direction now. So that's even better.
Nice work.
So only one enemy left. I mean, we can just straight up draw a card here. And we got a chain ready for next turn. That's pretty good. This will also give us another heroism. I mean, I could also just do the heal here and ignore that guy. But now let's just do the quick punch.
Nice.
And then we can call it there. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Pretty solid turn. Cleared everything out. Still got 4 turns left. Alright, they're all congregated around this thing.
The soulless may not be powerful, but they have the numbers to overwhelm you. Don't get cocky.
As if the Lilith were not enough, now we face the servants of another evil.
Makes no difference to me. Hell has room for everyone.
I mean, the easy move is just start with this. We're not going to get 1, 2, 3, 6 mobs in this again anytime soon.
I will make this.
Arguably, I could have held that for later, but we're going to have such a big number of cards. I think we're going to be okay. I mean, the biggest reason to use Hal here is because he's about to lose him anyway. And this will give us a couple more heroism. Just to build up a bunch of heroism.
Is that the best you've got?
So I don't really need it otherwise anyway. I mean, I could do an immolate into Drained Soul. I'll do some damage to our guys, but I think we'll be okay with this. It's assuming I can do enough damage to the Greaves. Actually, I don't know if I can. Now that I look at it. I can if I start with a knockback. I think I can kill one of them.
All will be judged. No time to repent.
Alright, did some damage to the dog and to Cap, but he was already fully shielded. The dog's going to go away in a bit, so I think both of those were perfectly fine. Honestly, this is fine because this will do damage while also giving me a little bit more heroism here. I mean, I could do some redraws, but I don't know that we need them, so I think we're just going to do this. We should get, what, 2 redraws on this? Because Cap was involved.
You bring judgment upon yourself.
Yep, there we go. And that's all we needed. We might as well do a heal while we got a card play. We'll just put it on you, obviously.
Walk in the light.
I am empowered.
Plenty of options next turn. So let's, I mean, we could redraw, but I don't know that we need to at this point. I mean, we don't need both hero combos. So let's redraw one of those at least. And honestly, I don't think we need Penance Stare. One hero combo might come in handy just to do a big chunk of damage. I don't think we need Penance Stare at all. Alright, we'll go with that. We should still have you for one more turn, so Maul will be useful here.
These creatures are barely worth our time.
I see how to group around this
Then
thing.
you should have no trouble dispatching them.
Well, sort
and
of.
quickly.
Do a bunch of damage to nearby enemies. This would actually do a big, massive chunk of damage to all of these, which I think is exactly what we want. I don't think we're gonna do any. I don't think there's a better target than this right here. They're so grouped up.
It is time.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Oh, you actually have 1 health left over here. Oh no, they just hadn't finished exploding yet.
That's some move.
All right, let's use some of the Charlie's abilities because he's about to go away anyway. Yeah, definitely the bite here would be fine. We can start with a maul and then be able to kill this guy with the bite, right? I think that's actually okay.
I am impressed.
Gets rid of a bigger mob.
Hey, I suppose it's something.
So we don't want another Charlie ability here now. We want to just go ahead and use up the last of the Charlie abilities here. And be okay with that.
I think you got him.
Alright, just gotta throw something at this guy over here in the corner. Alright, we're gonna redraw this. Alright, Bite's actually probably okay here. Do we want to redraw anything else? I don't know that we do. I think all the rest of this is fine for now. We're not going to need all of it by any stretch of the imagination. So, actually, we're not going to need dig in, so we're going to redraw that. Okay. Good enough. We'll take the bite. Finish this guy off. Charlie will go away. And we'll be fine. Charlie did some good damage. Morning Star is a good ability.
Enemy reinforcements inbound.
Bye, Charlie.
You may be reaching the end of their onslaught, but don't relax just yet.
I was just starting to enjoy myself.
Alright. Chain 4 here would be really solid. We want to clear through some of the scruffy bits. Probably end on one of the biggie baddies.
It is nice not being on the receiving end of your wrath.
Bunch of card draws. Another Drain Soul. Drain Soul 5. I think that's exactly what we want. Let's go ahead and start with you. 1, 2, 3. And then we can end up with you over here.
Suffer your crimes.
I can only imagine what sins they were guilty of to deserve that.
Getting a lot of cards. Can we put a drop underneath the guy? I guess we can put a drop near them. I don't think that actually pulls them in, though. Alright, the Drain Souls did use up a lot of our heroism, to be fair. Which means we probably should go ahead and double heroism. Get some of that back. Alright, I think we're going to Morning Star here.
Let us see if they have an answer.
This will be a good time to do that. I can't quite kill anything.
I think you got it.
Paragon Collar is nice here. I can do a knockback here for free. I can also Holy Burst. Finish off one of these guys. And we're going to Paragon Collar. I think the knockback will be fine.
The advantage is mine.
Actually, knocking back here is probably the smart move, just to get it another card draw here for sure. Because we won't get the KO card draw, but we will get the card draw from that. Or we could just do this. Well, actually, what we can do is knock you back because you have less health, right? Get. Oh, it's still not going to kill you. How much health do you have? How is that not enough health to do it? Because I thought the other guy was close. Alright, fine. We just need to do a little bit of damage to somebody. I mean, we could Shield Bash to get a little more heroism here. Do a little bit of damage. Also just do this. That uses up all my heroism, which is not what I want. Spang might be worthwhile here. It's targeting him. We'll get 2 cards. Yeah, I think this is fine.
Hope they're ready. Maybe it's time to
Uses up a heroism, but I think we'll be okay with that. We got another Morning Star again, which is free now. Can I double it? Can I quadruple it? Surely not. I'm not gonna play it anyway because it's free. Because I'm curious. Never been in this position before.
This shall be of great help.
I don't think that doubled anything, like quadrupled anything. No. That's alright. Alright, the Morning Star over here. We'll just Morning Star this guy.
Whatever gets the job done.
Alright, we're going to Bands of Fire now into you. Get the card draw. Get the double card draw. Not that we need all these cards. I'm just having fun getting the card draws.
Return to your mother.
Alright. Now I gotta figure out how to deal with this last guy, but we don't actually have enough heroism. I mean, Holy Bears, yeah. I mean, Hero Combo would be perfect here, but we obviously don't have that option. We'll just force a knockback here. Is there any combo that does more damage? Doesn't look like it. This is probably the most damage.
Make way for vengeance. Fear my judgment.
Well, 15. Alright, we can also still just do a normal knockback, right? So, you wouldn't be able to knock him back into... No, you can't knock him back over there. Alright, we'll just knock him back into the fire. He's gonna get a turn. But I'm not super worried about it, I don't think. He's too far for that. Ah, I mean, this is fine. We can make this work.
It looks as if you've weathered the storm. For now.
Oh, is he not even gonna get a chance? That's fine.
You survived. Ain't that something? I'll be in touch.
Cool. Ugh. What? The guy really knows how to make an exit.
Only 1 star. Wonder why. I feel like we did alright. Because we didn't kill that last mob, maybe? Not sure. Alright, that was alright though. I mean, we cruised right through that. Maybe could have done a little bit differently on that last part. Kill that last guy, but I don't think it really matters. Mission accomplished.
Hey, Hunter, when you get a chance, could you meet me at the chapel?
Alright, well, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, obviously we'll be meeting Nico.
Oh, this was a huge hit when I was a kid.
So you mean like last week?
Ha ha. Seriously, playing this game was invaluable training for becoming a real-life hero.
Except there's no Spider-Man in it.
And there's no Wolverine either. This was made when we were both free agents. But don't worry, we'll be video game stars one day.
Captain America can't jump that high in real life.
You okay? Doesn't sound like you're having any fun.
This game is ridiculous. I mean, they don't even have Thor in it.
I'm so happy Robbie got to work alongside one of his idols.
All right, we'll call it there. I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.